Hey guys and girls, welcome back to the channel. Mr. Midnight here, coming at you with a, I know it's a little late, okay? I know it's a little late, came out about a week ago, haven't gotten to see it yet, schedule's been a little tight with work and everything, but I finally got to see John Wick, Chapter 2, and oh my god, it was amazing. Check it out, here on Midnight's premiere.
Shut up and sit down.
Like I said in my intro, this is my little first reaction and little mini review of John Wick Chapter 2. So, John Wick Chapter 2 picks up maybe a few months after the initial events in John Wick Chapter 1. Now, I gotta tell you something. John Wick Chapter 1 was just amazing. It was a blowout, action, everything. Keanu Reeves is almost 50, guys. Come on. He's almost 50. I think he's actually might even be 55. But according to that picture on the internet, he's immortal. He might be a vampire. You know what I mean? You've seen it. I know you've seen it. So, we've got John Wick. The trailer for this particular movie, it's an action film coming out in February. Usually February is a big dumping ground for a lot of, older or franchises that just won't work. Usually that's a dumping ground for the suck. And this is what we were expecting for John Wick Chapter 1. But let me tell you something. The trailer came out about a month before the release. We didn't expect it. We didn't know what to expect. And it blew us away. It was fantastic. And this guy kills everybody because they killed his dog. And I don't blame him. If you killed my dog, holy crap, I'd lose a lot of weight. And I'd come right after you because this makes you lazy. And it doesn't look impressive when you're trying to kill someone huffing and puffing. Anyway, so John Wick Chapter 2, like I said, picks up a few months after John Wick Chapter 1. And he's kind of tying up loose ends from the first film. Trying to get his car back. He's got himself a new pit bull. Cute little thing. Really big head, too. Gotta say. And life is pretty good for the retired John Wick until an old associate drops by with something called a marker. Apparently in the assassin underworld, a marker is a debt owed, and that can be cashed in at any time, and you have to honor this debt. Or certain bad things will happen. That's up to the debtor's choice. So, really in this movie, you kind of already knew what to expect. So you were coming into it with a level of certainty that you were going to see certain things. I can't go into very many details because it is spoiler territory. But I can tell you this, it was amazing. A lot of people are kind of poo-pooing it a little bit because they're expecting more and possibly better from, the first film. But you can't really get any better than what you got in the first film. I mean, every shot that man took with that Glock was a headshot. And if he missed you, he just threw the pistol at your face and you died anyway. That's a terrible way to die. Just throwing a pistol at your face. Christ. I think that would actually kind of hurt. Anyway, so if I had to give this film a rating, if I had to go into what I usually rate, did it have action? Yes. Did it have pretty girls? Kinda. Amber Rose was actually in there. Amber Rose. Ruby Rose. Excuse me. Ruby Rose. Ruby Rose was actually in this movie, but she had no lines. She was a sign languager, which I found very interesting for that role. And she did a really good job in Triple X Return of Xander Cage. However, in this one, she didn't have any lines, and her fight scenes were really, really, I'm going to say, a little blocky. And now we get to the point where there is a small issue with this film, and that is the dialogue. The last film had a lot of great dialogue. This one just kind of had that boxy kind of action film dialogue, like the one-liner that just won't quit, and then more action, the one-liner just won't quit. So it did have its problems. It did suffer from its drawbacks. Every action movie does. But all in all, I'm gonna say it was a half moon rating. Really, really great, but suffered a little bit from its different issues. I'm gonna say if you're gonna go see this one, it wasn't shot in a large format. I know that for a fact it wasn't shot in large format. But if you're gonna see it in theaters. Do yourself a favor. Go see it in theaters. It's a great guys' night out movie. If your girl likes action, take her to go see it, but don't take the kids to see it. Not until they're probably 13 or 14 years old. Like from the other movie, it does suffer from a lot of gore and violence. There's people getting shot in the head. Of course, you're going to see a lot of brain matter and blood. And yes, there is the victorious return of Neo and Morpheus in Keanu Reeves. And the guy who plays Morpheus, his name is completely escaping my brain right now. Lawrence Fishburne. Lawrence Fishburne and Keanu Reeves. They're back together. That was inappropriate. Edit that. Cut that. Anyway, so if you guys have seen John Wick Chapter 2, what'd you guys think? Comment below. I'd love to hear from you, because you guys are what make this channel go right around, and we work very hard here at Midnight's Premiere to get this awesome content to your eyeballs. So if you like what you saw, click that little like button down below. But if you didn't, click the dislike button and comment in the comments section. Tell me what you'd like to see done, if there's any changes you'd like to see made, or to request a movie that you'd like me to review, whether it be in theaters or on home movie. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to do that review for you guys. My name is Mr. Midnight. This has been Midnight's Premiere. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Thanks for watching.